All right, let's get it. What is good? What is really good, YouTube fam? It's your boy, Austin Wayne, the gambling degenerate, and you are now tuned in to another episode of The Answer Key, where you guys got the questions and I got the answers. Locks, predictions, anything you need to know sports betting related, I got you covered right here on this channel. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, last week I got my ass fried with the picks, but hey, you win some, you lose some. That's just how this game goes. I have accepted it by now. That's not gonna stop me from depositing more hard-earned money this week to get after it, baby. Woo! You know, this is a new channel of mine. If you guys could help me get to 100 subscribers, that is my first goal. We're on the road, baby. Go ahead, hit the link below. Remember, anything you guys have to say in the comments section is way more important than anything I could say throughout this video. Without any further ado, let's go get this money. Let's jump right into these Week 8 picks. We are back. Week 8 football is on our hands. I'm jumping right in there. First game of the week, a little Thursday night showdown. We got the Baltimore Ravens coming to Tampa Bay on a short week to play these Buccaneers. You know, Buccaneers not looking too good lately, I can't lie. Baltimore got a really solid run game going on. I do think the Bucs are pretty good at stopping the run, though, and this is a perfect opportunity for the Bucs to show the world that their season's not over. The spread is 2.5 favorites to the away team, Baltimore. Based on how Tampa Bay's playing, that's just not going to be good enough for me. I'm taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I know. I'm taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at plus 4 points. I'm taking them outright for the money. And the total is 45.5 points. I do think this is a defensive game. I do think Tom Brady starts to shred the Baltimore secondary in the end of the game. So I'm taking the under 46.5 points. Moving on, we got another London game. We got the Denver Broncos playing the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars coming off a sad loss to the Giants. Last minute throw wasn't enough. Denver Broncos still playing like trash. They are trash. Whether it's Rippon or Wilson, it doesn't matter. I think their coach just stinks, honestly. The spread is 3.5 points favored to Jacksonville. I do think Jacksonville Jaguars have quite a fan base in London. So for that reason, I'm picking Jacksonville Jaguars at minus 2.5 points, 2 points, whatever. I'm taking them outright. And then the total is 39.5 points. I do think that the Denver Broncos defense will slow them down in the beginning. Jacksonville's defense isn't that bad either, so under 40.5 points for me. Moving on, we got the Chicago Bears heading to Dallas. Second home game in a row for them. They looked good last week. The spread is 10.5 points favored to them. You know what? I think they're going to look good again this week. I think they're America's team for a reason. I think the defense is going to suffocate the Chicago offense because it's straight trash, almost as bad as Denver's. So I'm taking the Dallas Cowboys at minus 9 points. I'm taking them outright. And then the total is 42.5. Like I said, I don't think Chicago's offense is good enough to put up any points, especially against this team. So under 43.5 points is my guess. Moving on, we got the Las Vegas Raiders coming off an impressive win last week, going to New Orleans to play these Saints. You know, I'm pretty sure Saints going to be without a couple of their stars again, and Las Vegas's run game is just looking better and better each week. They actually are favored. Vegas, the away team, is favored by 2.5 points in this matchup. For that reason, that will be enough for me. I do think Las Vegas goes on a little winning streak here. I'm taking them for the points. So, Vegas minus 1.5. I'm taking them outright. And then the total is 48 points. They do think points will be scored. I'm going to have to agree just because the Vegas secondary is not that good yet. So, over 46.5 points for me. That is my answer. Moving along. We got the Carolina Panthers heading to Atlanta to play these Falcons. You know, Carolina coming off a good victory in Tampa. You know, I can't lie. I wish that Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, that they're just going to keep killing my parlays. I wish you guys would just sit out. Let the other guys come in. You're holding up a roster spot. You've had like 7 contracts. You have millions and millions of dollars. Why are you guys still playing? Anyway, that's another topic. The Carolina Panthers, Atlanta Falcons. Falcons trying to take over this division. I do think the defensive line will get through Carolina's offensive line. Even though Carolina's defense is looking pretty good, Atlanta is favored 4.5 points in this matchup home. So for that, I will take them -3 points in this matchup. I'm going to take them outright. And then since we're talking about 2 pretty good defensive teams lately, the total is 42. I'm taking the under, 43.5 points. A lot of unders going on in the NFL. I can't decide if it's trash offense or just really good defense. These young boys from college are coming in, and they're much faster. Anyway, next game, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers heading to the Philly to play these Eagles. Let's see here. Pittsburgh is not that impressive to me. Philadelphia Eagles, obviously, if not the best, one of the best teams in the NFL. The spread is 11 points favored to Philadelphia. I don't know about, this might be a trap game to me. I'm not going to give Mike Tomlin 11 points. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it to the Steelers at plus 12.5 points. I'm giving it to the Philadelphia Eagles outright to win this matchup. And then the total is 44 points. I'm taking an over. I'm taking an over. So over 42.5 points for me. That's my final answer. Moving on. We got the Miami Dolphins heading to Detroit to play these Lions. Miami got Tua back last week. He's looking much better. That quick release is pretty impressive. I can't lie. The spread is 3 points favored to the away team, Miami, in this matchup. I do not think that Detroit's defense can keep up with Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, that speed. I do think there might be some points in this game, though. I'm taking Miami at -1.5 points. I'm taking them outright. And the total is 50.5 points. I'm going to have to take the over in this matchup. Like I said, I do think there will be points scored. So over 49.5 points. Moving on. It's where the underdogs start kicking in. Here we go. We got the Arizona Cardinals heading to Minnesota to play these Vikings. Arizona's division is really, really close. I do think they looked good last week with DeAndre Hopkins. I do feel like their offense was missing that the whole year. They got Rondale Moore. This is a perfect spot for the Vikings to lose. Call me crazy. Let me see in the comments what you think. I think that the Arizona takes this game. The spread is 3.5 points. Arizona's record is not that good. Vikings' record is that good. So for them to only be favored by 3-4 points at home, it's kind of sus to me. So I'm taking Arizona at plus 5 points. I'm taking them outright for the money. And the total is 49 points. You know what? I'm going to have to take the over. I would have said under, but something about DeAndre Hopkins versus Justin Jefferson, I smell points in the air. So I'm taking the over 47.5 points for this matchup. Moving on. We got the New England Patriots heading to New York to play these Jets. This is going to be a great divisional matchup. Spread's a little sketchy, though, if you ask me. This is one of those games that, like, my brain jumps out at me. We got the New England Patriots favored by 2.5 points, even though the Jets have been playing outstanding lately. I think they won 2-3 in a row now, which is, I can't believe I'm saying that talking about the Jets. I'm just going to go with my heart in this game. I feel like Bill Belichick is going to keep the quarterback pretty contained. I don't know if Elijah Moore is going to be back yet. So for that, I will take the New England Patriots at -2.5 points, -1.5 points, whatever you want to take. I will take them outright, and the total, this is hard, 41 points. I do think, like I said, Bill Belichick has got a scheme for this divisional opponent. Patriots defense is good as well. I'm going to take the under 42.5 points for this matchup. Under. Moving on, we got the Tennessee Titans heading to Houston to play these Texans. Titans just sweep the Colts. They beat them twice now. Houston Texans, they just lost to the Raiders. This is a good divisional matchup. I'm pretty sure the Titans are way ahead in the standings, but this is a perfect trap game. This is a perfect time for people to get their parlays ruined. I think the bookies are trying that. The Titans are only favored by 1.5 against the Texans, which is kind of sketchy to me, even though the Titans just got Hooker back, a couple of their stars back. For that, I will take the Texans at plus 3 points here. I'm taking them for the money, the upset. I think Dameon Pierce goes wild. It's a running game. And since I do think this is a running matchup, the total is 40.5 points. I'm taking the under 41.5 points. Moving on. Great game. We got the New York Giants heading to Seattle to play these Seahawks. Both really good offensive teams. Both great teams all around. They got good defenses too. Saquon probably going to go crazy in this matchup. I don't know if Geno is going to be able to ball like he has against this Giants defense. He's one of the most accurate QBs in the NFL. I think he's got one of the best QBRs right now in the NFL too. This is a hard one. It really is to me. Seattle is actually favored in this matchup by 3 points. I'm going to go with my gut, though, in this matchup. I do think Brian DeBall is a better coach than Carroll. For that reason only, I'm taking the Giants at plus 4.5 points in this matchup. I'm taking them for the money to keep the streak alive. And then the total is 45.5 points. Like I said, I think this turns into a defensive running matchup. I'm taking the under 46.5 points. Moving on. Don't question me about that. Actually, question me about that. Please in the comments. Let me know what you have to think. We got the Washington Commanders heading to Indianapolis to play these Colts. Matty Ice, he just got benched for Sam Ehlinger, which I knew was going to happen. Sam Ehlinger is a stud, mark my words. Watch him in the preseason. I don't know if Heineke is going to be able to keep up with this Colts offense with Ehlinger under charge. The Colts, they just lost. I think it's against a divisional opponent. Yeah, they need this win bad here. Washington's just not good. Their secondary gets shredded. And Colts have all the pieces with Pittman and Campbell to Jonathan Taylor to take advantage of this game at home. They need it. So minus 3 points is the spread. I'm taking it for the Indianapolis Colts, minus 3 points. I'm taking them outright. And the total is 39 points, 39.5 points. Washington's defense might, and I mean might. You know what? No. This is my channel. I can do what I want here. I'm taking the over. Over 38.5 points. I think Ehlinger snaps. The end. Moving on. We got a great divisional matchup. We got the San Francisco 49ers heading to Los Angeles to play these Rams. I'm pretty sure the 49ers, they lost. They went on a bye week, and then they lost again, I think. Or maybe it was 2 losses in a row, excuse me. They're playing a divisional opponent. They just got Christian McCaffrey, which he had more carries than Debo. It's very surprising to me. You need to get Debo the ball this game. I hope that Allen Robinson comes alive in this game for fantasy's sake. They got it as a close one. They got minus 2 points. Favored to the away team, San Francisco. For that reason, I'm taking the 49ers in this matchup. I do think that with all their pieces they got back on defense, they give the Rams offense problems. I'm taking the 49ers minus a point. I'm taking them outright. And the total is 43 points. I know this is going to be a divisional game. I'm taking the under 44.5 points. Moving on. We got a great one. We got the Green Bay Packers heading to Buffalo to play these Bills. Like I said before, the Bucs and the Packers have been ruining my parlays for the last 3 weeks. I'm sick of it. I need these old heads out. I need the new guys in. I need offenses to start clicking. All these unders driving me crazy. Okay? The spread is 10 points favored to Buffalo. Did they have a bye last week? I think so. This is a perfect opportunity for the Packers, like I said about the Bucs. God, I can't believe I'm doing it. I think I'm doing it. I'm taking the Packers at plus 12 points, okay? If they lose me my bets again this week, I'm going to riot, and I'll never bet on the Packers again in my life. Plus 12 points for the Packers. I'll take this L. I don't care. I'm taking them for the money. Aaron Jones goes crazy. Romeo Doubs finally catches something this week, I think. Call me crazy. They're both cold weather teams. I think the Packers can hang, honestly. And the total is 47.5 points. Two high-powered offensive teams, not lately, but two high-powered teams cancel out, creates a lower scoring game. I do think that gives the Packers a chance here. Jair Alexander going to lock up Diggs. I'm taking the under 48.5 points. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Moving on. We got the Monday night game, divisional matchup. We got the Cincinnati Bengals heading to Cleveland to play these Browns. Browns just got their butt whipped by a divisional opponent last week. I don't know if it happens this week. The Bengals just snapped. I think it's a trap. You see what I'm saying? They put up a lot of points, so people bet on them this week. I'm not so sure. The spread is 3.5 points, favored to the away team, Cincinnati. Something irks me about this matchup. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. I'm doing it. I'm taking it. I take what I want. I told you last episode. I'm taking the Browns at plus 5 points just in case. I'm taking them outright for the money. And the total is 47.5 points when the spread's only 3.5. Yes. Mark my words. This is going to be an under. It's going to be under 48.5 points. Bet. All right, guys. That was it for the Week 8 games. If you enjoyed this comment, do me a favor. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. Remember, anything you say is way more important than anything I can say throughout this video. I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. With that being said, let's go get this money. Peace.